It's one of the most powerful earthquakes in modern history. With a magnitude measuring a massive 8.8, the quake struck almost 100 kilometres off Chile in the Pacific Ocean. Coastal communities have been devastated, as has the capital Santiago. At least 300 people are dead, and that number is expected to rise. The quake struck at 3:30 in the morning when most Chileans were asleep. There have been up to 45 aftershocks recorded so far. 2 million people have been affected across the country, and there have been major power shortages and buildings and bridges have collapsed. It's the first earthquake in more than 40 years to trigger a Pacific-wide tsunami warning. North America correspondent Craig McMurtry begins our coverage.
This is what an 8.8 magnitude monster feels like, and this is what it leaves behind. Cars tossed in the air and flipped over, bridges and roads buckled, buildings torn apart.
My hands were shaking. I couldn't open the door. I was trying to rescue my son, who was sleeping.
Tremors aren't uncommon here, and Santiago's over 300 kilometres away from the epicentre. But shocked eyewitnesses spoke of walls and floors undulating for over a minute.
I don't know how I got out, I don't know. But the building just fell completely. I heard people upstairs talking and they were trying to get out.
Chile's president declared a state of catastrophe. The country's second largest city, Concepcion, is effectively cut off. A huge bridge is gone, power and phone lines are down, buildings have collapsed. Others are on the brink.
We want to call for calm and patience, and I want to assure you that the rescue teams are working.
With an estimated 1.5 million homes across Chile damaged, along with historic buildings and hospitals, and with Santiago Airport closed, international offers of help came quickly.
The United States stands ready to assist in the rescue and recovery efforts.
I've asked our diplomats in Santiago to convey to the Chilean government our offer of any possible assistance.
The quake triggered substantial aftershocks and tsunami warnings around the Pacific Rim. Along the Chilean coast and nearby islands, a tsunami surge produced waves that pounded beaches, sweeping several people away and tossing boats around like toys. In Hawaii, holidaymakers and locals were woken by sirens, ordering them to higher ground.
We can't control nature, but we can and must be prepared for disaster when it strikes.
Astonishingly, it's estimated to have been 500 times more powerful than the Haiti earthquake. But the building codes are tougher here, and while this one was a monster, it was also much deeper. Craig McMurtry, ABC News.